Well, hello, welcome to I Love Gay today. And we are jumping into the bear world in New York. Isn't that obvious? And we are here with, I'm going to do this easy. I'm going to say we're here with Michael Q. You pronounce your last name for me.
Yeah, so my last name is pronounced Quinichett, part French, part Native American.
Oh, thank you. I was going to just say it and I probably would have said it okay, but I was afraid like, oh, I'm going to chop it up and he's going to kill me.
Oh, I would never do that. No, I'm a gentle soul, you know.
I know because I feel like we haven't met in the real world yet, but I feel like I know you because that gentle soul of you comes out through all the videos that you've and just different social media posts. You're just really good at kind of sharing your message and getting the word out about your business, body positive massage therapy.
Yeah, well, I feel like generally with businesses in general, I mean, especially when you are inquiring about them or you want to know more about them, the best way to get people to feel more comfortable is to show your face,
Yeah.
and so we're bombarded with so much social media and the internet. And so it's nice to have a human connection whenever you're trying to find out about anything in general, but specifically a touch-based business, which can be a very intimate space.
Yeah, and that's but you really do have a story to tell because you really the uniqueness of what you do, it's all you focus on the body positive side and you're really putting it out there that hey, there are issues with larger men and bears and even older men and so forth. And you really kind of put that out there not only through your storytelling, your website, but you make it very clear that for folks that aren't really sure about how this works, that you'd be a great place to start.
Yeah, well, I think that we all have, I don't know if the term horror stories or if that phrase is something that relates to anybody, but I feel like we all have some sort of insecurity about our body in general. And so it's nice to have a practitioner that puts all of that in the front of that's very front facing in terms of their service. And so I know what it's like to not only with massages but getting haircuts, all of these different services where you feel uncomfortable,
Yeah.
feeling like the service provider is uncomfortable with you, either because of your size or your age or because you're within a certain marginalized community. Maybe you're older. And so for me, I just feel like I really wanted to embrace all of those folks that feel like they're left out and help them to realize everyone deserves the massage, and self-care is a buzzword we've been hearing about the past couple of years. So
Yeah.
I'm like, let's just wrap all of that together and help people to embrace themselves so then they can eventually learn how to embrace others.
Well said. But that's but also you really focus. I know on your website and so forth, you focus a lot on Thai massage as a style.
Yeah, so I'm obsessed with Thai massage. So I originally got my licensure in massage in Columbus, Ohio, my hometown, in 2016. And when I worked at a spa, there was another massage therapist that also did Thai massage. And so I had never heard of it before. I finally got one from her as a free service, and I became completely obsessed
Yeah.
with the stretching and all of that. And so in January of 2023, I got an opportunity to study advanced Thai massage privately with a gay Thai massage therapist in Chiang Mai, Thailand for about 3 weeks, and
Wow.
completely revolutionized my life. And the great thing about Thai massage is that it is intrinsically body positive because in traditional circles, you keep your clothes on and it's done traditionally on a mat on the floor. So I thought, what a great specific type of massage to do with folks that feel uncomfortable with their body in general. They can choose to keep their clothes on or off and include some stretching with the traditional Swedish and deep tissue massage. So
Yeah.
the Thai Massage Foundation just became a component of the body positive component, which is what I really preach today.
As a side note, I'm jealous you got to spend 3 weeks in Chiang Mai. It's one of my favorite places in all of Southeast Asia and so forth. It's such a great place.
Oh, I'm obsessed. I'm pretty sure I'm going to retire there. I mean, if I had to choose one place right now outside of the US to retire, Chiang Mai, 100%. The weather was great. The people are great. I'm obsessed with the food.
Yes, the food
Yes.
is over the top.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love all that. No, but you as I've come to know you over the years, you're in New York now, and you have a studio in Manhattan in Union Square area, but you also do in Queens as well, yeah?
Yeah, so I live in Astoria, Queens, which
Okay.
I am really grateful to live here now because I'm here with a roommate who I met a couple years ago, who was a former client of mine who I met at Bigger Vegas
Okay.
the first time I went there, and we've kept throughout in touch throughout the years on Instagram, and whenever I would visit New York, I would stay with him. And so he has a two-bedroom, finally opened up. And so I'm in Astoria, Queens now, which is where I live. And
Okay.
this is where I also have a home office where I can do massage as well, in addition to my office in Union Square. So for all of the Manhattanites that don't want to cross the bridge, uh, I said, let me be the change that I want to see, and I will come to you a little bit closer. So
I love that. But also, when you were talking about where you met your roommate there, the idea I see you also you really attend and you get yourself out there in the real world through a lot of events, bear events, leather events, and I'm assuming that must work well for you also.
yeah, I mean, for me, one of the great things about being originally from Columbus, Ohio, is that the Midwest has a lot of bears in general. It's a state of four seasons. There's lots of bear events in Columbus. There's the leather event Claw in Cleveland. There's North American Bear in Lexington. There's Midwest Bear Fest um, in Indianapolis. And so there are so many bear events in the Midwestern area that I could just drive
Yeah.
there and do massage. And I found that the bears generally, they were the ones that really helped me to really hone in on this body positive component. So
Yeah.
through meeting folks on Growler and meeting promoters like Adam Rodriguez Route in Lexington, it's been great to be able to provide a service to a lot of larger or older guys that have never who felt like massage was something that was never really attainable to them because of their body and size. So I'm grateful to do
Yeah.
all of these amazing, wonderful events.
That's nice. Yeah, and in fact, that's when it was at ALC, AIDS LifeCycle, right? About I think it was 2 years ago, and
Yeah.
you were a part of that, and you were
Yeah.
providing that service. I think along the entire route, and I was stalking you because I was there and I was hoping to connect with
Yeah.
you, but you were too busy.
Yeah, I know. I wish we would have connected. Yeah, so I moved to the Sacramento area in September 2018, and
Yeah.
then Palm Springs of August 2020. And
Okay.
I met some massage therapists in Palm Springs who also were associated with the AIDS LifeCycle massage team. And I thought this is amazing, and what a great 7 day excursion to go to these different cities all down the coast and meet a bunch of different sports minded massage therapists, um, fundraising for a great cause, and meeting so many wonderful people. It
Yeah.
was an amazing experience. It was honestly life changing.
Yeah. Well, and what I was saying at the beginning and bringing it towards the end here is just that, but you do such a great job. The reason I even knew you were at ALC and all that is because you really put yourself out there in a very positive way. You don't overdo it. And but I also love the fact that you've been making more and more videos nowadays too.
Yeah, I mean, for me, as well, even more specifically with like TikTok, that's just like it's very kind of guerrilla style. I just feel
Yeah.
like I'm still trying to figure out what it is. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just putting up things and memes and trying to
Yeah.
figure out what the kids are doing. So
Yeah.
I just love putting my face out there because what I realized with what I do for a living, people want to know me. And I think when they feel comfortable with me, that'll help them to feel more comfortable with themselves. So that's why I try to put myself out there as much as possible.
I love that. Well, I love watching you online, but I get to New York often enough, and so the next I used to live there. Now I live 2 hours outside the city, and next time I'm there, I'm going to let you know so that maybe we just connect, meet up for a coffee, a cocktail, whatever works for both.
Oh, that would be amazing. I really, yes, yes.
Uh,
I feel like you mentioned before, I feel like we've already had this connection and we've just been, two ships passing in the night. So I'm looking forward to absolutely spending some time with you.
I love that. But no, thanks so much for taking a few moments of your time and kind of sharing a bit of your story with our audience. And I look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you. Yes, and likewise.
All right, you.
And it
Thanks.
feels good, so good, coming back again.